Warrior fans, welcome once again. We are All Access this week with Assistant Head Football Coach Carson Walch. Carson, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being on the show. First of all, why don't you take us through some of your responsibilities? You serve as the recruiting coordinator, co-offensive coordinator, wide receivers coach. You also teach.
Yep.
Quite a load for you.
Yeah, you kind of listed them all. So, a little bit of the teaching side of things, a lot of coaching, a lot of recruiting side of things, and it's pretty similar to most of our coaches here on staff for the football program.
Outstanding. And you guys did an excellent job here. Recruiting class signed about 30 student athletes for next season. Maybe talk a little bit about coming off of last season, maybe what you were looking for in terms of improving this year's team.
I think the biggest thing, Travis, was getting some kids up front. And we felt like we had a lot of young skill. I know as we look back at the season, I believe 15 of the last 17 touchdowns offensively were scored by true freshmen or redshirt freshmen. So we really wanted to solidify defensive line, offensive line, some of the bigger kids. And we did that. We had a pretty large class when it came to offensive linemen and defensive linemen.
Great. And yeah, you mentioned it, some outstanding skill players last year, young guys, Rayon Simmons, Curtis Dewberry, those types of players. How about some of these guys that are coming in as freshmen that might contribute right away as true freshmen?
Well, it'll be tough to say the true freshman kids coming in, but we did get a couple transfers. Maurice Waters from Vermilion Community College. He's kind of an outside linebacker, defensive end. He's a kid that, we have slotted as, hopefully a guy that can contribute right away. A couple of other transfers, Corey Christensen from Illinois State, Charles McCree from the University of South Dakota. Really, when you look at freshmen, it's hard to say. Last year we did have 4 freshmen step in and play right away. But I would see, positionally, if there was a kid, it would probably be defensive line, possibly in year 1.
Great. And, spring game coming up here, preparations are for that, and when can Warrior fans come out and see you next?
Well, we have our spring game April 24th. We have a golf tournament that morning, and then we'll have a tailgating party for our recruits that coming on campus and fans prior to the 4 o'clock spring game. So we hope to see everyone out there. We're going to try to do some events prior to that game to make it a little bit more special, a little bit more game atmosphere here on campus on April 24th.
Yeah, come out, check it out April 24th. Of course, I'm sure more information to come on WinonaStateWarriors.com. This has been All Access with Assistant Head Football Coach Carson Walch.